Here's the deal, guys. My family is gone. My family is gone. Bye-bye, bye-bye. The house to myself. Good morning. It's Sunday, and my family, my husband, and my two little boys had just left. Well, they left a few hours ago. They are on their way to a water park to meet my mother-in-law, and they're going to spend 2 nights there, which means I have today all by myself, which is Sunday, so yes. Then I do have to go to work tomorrow, but then I'll have tomorrow evening and night by myself, Tuesday morning by myself, and probably Tuesday evening because they're going 9 hours. It's a 9-hour drive. So I have a little staycation. And let me just tell you, especially if you're a mom, then you know this. So I have 2 boys. One is 4, almost going to be 5, and one just turned 3. I have not, first of all, I don't think my husband has ever left overnight with them before, like never. And I have not had the house to myself overnight since before my 4-year-old was born. I've had, the day to myself. I can count on one hand how many nights away I've spent from them, like at a friend's or something. But never 2 nights to myself. So I am ready. It's a staycation for me. It's also, you can't tell in this video, but I am 8 months pregnant. That's part of why my husband's doing this, because he and my mother-in-law came up with this plan to kind of let me relax, because in a month I'm going to have another baby and I don't know what I'm having. So it's like a staycation baby moon. And I cannot be more excited. So today the plans are not to really do much, just relax. I would love to do a little readathon today because I can never do one. I can never do a readathon because I'm working, or I have my boys, or it's nighttime and I've been pregnant and I've been tired. So I'm going to call it a 24-hour readathon. I will not be reading for a full 24 hours. I don't know how people do that, just have that constant stamina. But what we're going to do is we are going to set my timer for 24 hours today and see how much I do read, knowing that that is kind of like my goal is to read today. Just relax, force myself to sit or listen, put my audiobook in and read. I have other plans as well, and I'm going to continue to read tomorrow. So we'll see, by the end of today and tomorrow after work, how much I can read. But I thought it'd be a fun challenge. So out of like 24-hour time limit, what can I get done? I'm currently reading Penelope Douglas's Birthday Girl. I have about 150 pages left. So my goal today is to finish this and want this done. And we'll start a new book and we'll see if I can get a good chunk of that new book done today. But then I also am listening to The Rose Bargain, and I am 49%. I just checked. I'm 49% in on that one. So as I do things around the house today, I'm going to be having my audiobook in and keeping track of how much of that I get done. The Rose Bargain, I really want to finish this week because the next one comes out in April. So I would love to have the Rose Bargain done so that I can get on the bandwagon with the sequel coming out. I need to just first I'm not like cleaning anything. I told myself, like, do not deep clean your house, because part of me is like, oh, everyone's out of my house, let me just like deep clean it. But no, I'm pregnant, I need to relax. That's the point of this. So I'm just going to do a quick tidy. And like, one of the things I'm so excited for is the fact that once I tidy, it's gonna stay that way because my husband's gone. and my children are gone. So tomorrow when I go to work, it's still going to be that way. And when I come home from work, it's still going to be that way. Moms, you get it. Or if you have a partner who's not so organized and clean, then you get it. Nothing stays how you want it. So I'm going to do a quick tidy. I have a kitchen full of dishes that I must get done. And then I'm just going to go around and look and put stuff away that's just going to like bug me the next 2 days. It's clutter. Get that put away. And then I literally, hopefully, won't have to touch anything. Other goals today, it should be a nice day. So I'd like to take my dog for I'm not even going to say the W word right now, otherwise he'll be all up in my business, but a W, listen to my audiobook. And at 8 months pregnant, it's more of a stroll. I also would love to do my nails. So I do my nails at home with at-home kits. I will show you that today. This is going to be kind of like a vlog / readathon. I'm going to set my timer and we'll see how much I get done reading. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. I did get up early this morning to say goodbye to my family. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. So I have actually already been reading for an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to reflect that on my timer. So 24 hours minus an hour. Ooh, let's do some math. So that would be 22 hours and 50. So that would be 22 hours and 50 minutes left. Let's have a staycation. All alone, my family's gone. Oh yeah. All right, I tidied up a little bit, got the kitchen clean, just put some things away, put some makeup on, comb my hair. I just don't want to feel like a scrub today as I'm home. I want to feel productive, or at least, I don't know, feel good. I was listening to my audiobook, The Rose Bargain, that whole time, and we're at 21 hours, 55 minutes. So, got another chunk there. I went from having The Rose Bargain 49% complete to 59% complete. So 10% listened to. It's 10:20. So I have all day. I'm going to go back to my physical book and read a little bit more of this because I left off in a pretty like cliffhanger spot. So I'm going to sit down and do at least 30 minutes of uninterrupted reading. Maybe I'll stretch it to an hour, and then it might be time to take the dog outside, get some exercise. Speaking of the pupper, there he is. His name is Zico, and he is 8, and he is half boxer, half shepherd. He's the best dog ever. Okay, I read for about 45 minutes, and now it's time to take this guy. Where is he? Where is he? There he is. You want to go for a walk? We'll go for a walk. He does. We're going to go for a walk. I'm going to listen to The Rose Bargain. I'm at 59% complete with the audiobook, so we will plug that in. I think I just fried myself reading outside on my deck. It's very sunny all of a sudden. I'm taking a break from my physical read, and I have 19 hours, 48 minutes on the clock still. And we're gonna do nails though. So I am gonna keep this going in a minute because I'm gonna pop on my audiobook as I do nails. I love 2 different brands. So the first brand I love is Olive and June, and these are, I do their press-ons, I get their heavy duty glue, and this usually will last me, I can get sometimes 2 weeks out of these nails if I wear gloves doing the dishes, if I don't go swimming. The other brand I love is Glamnetic, and these are both, I've used them already, so I'm gonna try and get my second use out of them with different sizes. I'm not sure which one I'm gonna pick. I like to do this Glamnetic one because it has very springy colors. This one is pink, like French, but with pink tips. But let's see if I have enough in this set to do all my thingies. But yeah, I'm gonna pop on my audiobook, do my nails, and it'll feel good. Finished Birthday Girl. So all done with this one. I can check it off. I did a reading vlog for this book as well, so I will share more about the ending and how I felt and everything in that reading vlog. Overall, I am rating this 3.5 stars. I enjoyed it. However, the last 100 pages or so, I didn't really need. It could have been done there. She definitely kept it interesting the whole way with the new plot developments, but it could have been wrapped up 100 pages ago, and I would have been just as happy. Maybe it would have bumped it up to 4 stars. Now I'm ready to pick a new book, and I have on the clock right now 18 hours 45 minutes. So what is that, like I've read 5 hours and 15 minutes today? Does that sound right? We'll go with that. If it's wrong, I'm sorry. I mean, I know I've had it all day, but I've also been dabbling with this, dabbling with that, listening to The Rose Bargain. So that's good so far. Here is what I selected to look at for my next book for this staycation. I have 3 choices. 2 are fantasy and 1 is a thriller, I believe. I own 2 of them, and 1 is the library book. The one at the bottom, Hollow, is a library book. So let's look at each choice. The first one is Metal Slinger. This has been on my TBR for a long time. I've owned it since last summer, and I just haven't gotten to it. I know that there is a massive, massive plot twist at the end of this book. I don't know much more about it other than it's fantasy. It's highly rated. A sequel is set to come out this year, maybe, so I should definitely read it. And yeah, massive plot twist that a lot of fantasy readers didn't see coming. The next one is The Cuckoo. I know nothing about it other than it's an international bestseller, and I got it from one of those free book library donation houses that are, in public places where you leave a book and you take a book. But I thought it looked pretty good. It's by Camilla Lackberg, a Scandinavian crime writer. The Cuckoo, it says, a community torn apart as a heavy mist rolls into the Swedish coastal town of Fajalbacka. Sorry. Shocking violence shakes the small community to its core. Rolf Stenklo, a famous photographer, is found murdered in his gallery. 2 days later, a brutal tragedy on a private island leaves the prestigious Bauer family devastated. A town full of secrets. With his boss acting strangely, Detective Patrick Hedstrom is left to lead the investigation. Tensions rise, threatening cracks in the team of officers at Tanumshed police station, and pressure mounts as the press demand answers. It's a thriller. It's a thriller, but international bestseller could be great. And a thriller does sound really nice to kind of dip into something different. I'm listening to fantasy. The last one is Hollow. This one is a library book, and this is by the Twisted Sisters. I have not read a Twisted Sisters book yet. Zodiac Academy is on my list. It's on like my I'm scared to read it list because there are so many books and I know it will consume me. So I don't really want to read it right now while I'm like very busy at work and pregnant. But I really would love to give the Twisted Sisters a try. Look at these edges. So cool. Ooh, it has art. It has art right away on the inside. Love it. Art and a map. The great hunt begins once every 50 years, and only the champions willing to face death to shatter the curse dare to enter. The champions and me. Ooh, is it trials? I love trials. Trials is one of my favorite tropes. Give me all the trials. I'm no warrior, no swordsmith, and certainly no fae, but the forest is my only hope. To enter those trees is to walk willingly to my demise. But I need the boon the forest will grant the winner, and I'm willing to risk it all for a chance at claiming it. I just never expected to face him beneath those trees, the beast who strikes fear into the desperate people of all the lands, the monster who commands the legion of hollows and makes our plight 1,000 times worse. The hollows are empty of all things, but none are so heartless as him. I do need to get this back to the library because, as you can see, it's one of their newer books. Part of me wants to wait on Meadow Slinger just because if book 2 is coming out this year, maybe I read this right before. So do I want a thriller or another fantasy? I'll do Hollow. I need to read it. I have to get it back to the library at some point. I can't hoard it forever. I've already had it for at least 2 weeks, probably. And let's give the Twisted Sisters a try. Hopefully this isn't too much with also reading The Rose Bargain, but we will start Hollow tonight. It is currently 5-something in the evening. So I'm going to take a break from reading. I just finished Birthday Girl, so I'm going to take a slight break and then we'll dive in to Hollow. Good morning. I already love the Twisted Sisters already. It's the beginning warning, and it says, "This is a warning to any who choose to turn this page. Beyond this point, you will be subject to heartache, anguish, rage, and romance of utterly ruinous variety. There will be a morally gray man whose dark gaze pins you in place and whose actions are totally unacceptable in any situation, unless of course he happens to be fae, which luckily he is. So all bets are off. But if you don't like them closer to 7 foot than 6, rough around the edges, dark of hair, battling inner demons and smoldering from the corners of every room they occupy, then this probably isn't the book for you. It's the book for me." Then again, a little smoldering never hurt anybody. It's probably the corrupted soul and dark intentions that will put you off, unless he happens to be devastatingly attractive, of course, which he is, in which case I suppose you're as doomed as the rest of us. So turn the page, my sweet. We all knew this was inevitable anyway, but don't say I didn't warn you. Sounds perfect. Perfect. Good morning. My staycation is over, but not over. It's back to work I go. I'm a teacher, so spring break's over. Back to work today. But after work, I'm gonna get my staycation back on. And we're gonna read, and we're gonna watch movies, and we're gonna have fun snacks, and I still have the house to myself. So just get through work, come home, and it's back to my readathon. I'm back from work. Staycation, baby moon by myself. is back in action. But I got snacks because I'm gonna finish People We Meet on Vacation tonight. So far, super cute movie, but I need snacks. I need snacks for tonight. So I kind of went crazy, and it's just all junk food. You can tell I'm 8 months pregnant. So first things first, this isn't really a snack, but Starbucks has all this spring coffee out and I needed to try one. So this could be disgusting, vanilla lavender, but I love a lavender latte. So we're gonna try it. And my husband isn't here to tell me it's gross. These looked delicious. Some more chocolates. So I'm trying them tonight. I also got a chocolate bar, caramel and sea salt. Like I never splurge on this stuff because I'm always buying kid snacks. So to buy snacks for me, I was like, yes. Pringles. I haven't had Pringles in forever and they just sounded so good. And then I got some drinks. So I like poppies and Olipop. So I got a orange cream soda and a strawberry vanilla soda. And then I have been obsessed with this brand of popsicle. Like I have usually 4 to 5 boxes of them in my freezer. And I found 2 flavors that I haven't tried yet. So I love Outshine popsicles. And so I got lime, haven't tried that one. And I have not tried peach either. So I'm gonna be eating some popsicles tonight. And then Sour Patch Kids. I'm a Sour Patch girl. And so I got a bag of those, but they're somewhere else. They're in another bag. So I'm gonna be snacking well tonight. I don't even know if I'm gonna have real dinner. I just might eat snacks. I am gonna plug in for the next hour and read some more of Hollow because I only got chapter 1 done last night. I still have no idea what it's about. I am at 18 hours and 13 minutes with my readathon, but I listened to The Rose Bargain for 20 minutes to work and 20 minutes back. So I'm gonna adjust this to reflect 40 minutes of listening to my audiobook that I already did today. And we're gonna plug in, get some reading done on Hollow. I'll report back when I know what it's about. I'm gonna eat some Sour Patch Kids, sit out on my balcony. I see this view that I'm working with. Colorado. My neighbor is gone. It's perfect. My family's gone. My neighbor's gone. All is peaceful. I am on chapter 5 of Hollow. And from what I've gathered is that our main character is Ferris. And I believe she's human. However, human, fae, enchanted trees, all these different creatures share borders with one another in the land. And it is the Great Hunt. And what that means is that the champions, the human champions who have been training for this Great Hunt, have 40 days to go into this enchanted woods and try to unite all of the spirits. And it sounds like they're like spirit animals within the woods. And they need to try to not kill each other, I guess. They need to hide during the night. So they need to not be amongst the trees at nighttime. They need to find shelter because nothing good happens in the trees, in the forest at night. And they have 40 days to complete this great hunt. And if not, something horrible is going to happen. I think to like the human race. I'm not sure. If they do, then something good will happen, I guess. So Ferris, she's not a champion, but for some redemption reason, she wants to go into the Great Hunt. So she's on her way to sneak into the forest while the other champions are going in. And the forest kind of drags her in anyways. So then she just naturally now is a champion, whether she likes it or not. But that was actually her plan. If giving it like did I say this? I don't know if I said this, but it's giving me Hunger Game vibes, but the world is completely different. already more than half of the champions have died, and it's been like an hour. So the forest is not taking prisoners, but I like it. Interesting concept. Yeah, we'll see. Down to 16 hours to go out of 24. I've never done this before, so I don't know what to expect of myself in a 24-hour reading marathon. We'll see. This is creating a baseline. Well, my staycation has come to an end. It is Tuesday. I started this vlog on Sunday. My family is due to get back sometime this evening, so I am waiting for them to return. Let's talk about how much I was able to read during this staycation readathon. So I did count that I read 30 minutes this morning. And then I listened to my audiobook to and from work. So that's another 40 minutes total. Work is about a 20-minute drive. So with that included in my time, we are at 15 hours and 21 minutes. So if my math is mathing, that is about 8 hours and 39 minutes of reading on Sunday, yesterday, and a little bit today. Not bad. I've never done a readathon before. I don't think I've read, well, I mean, I didn't read this all straight, but I did read quite a bit on Sunday for me. So I was able to finish Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. Then I started Hollow, and last night I read and I got to page 97. So a little bit in there. I will read more today, waiting for my family to return, but we're gonna call the readathon now. And then I started on Sunday, I was at 49% complete with The Rose Bargain with my audiobook, and I'm at 84% now. I think I have just under 2 hours left of listening time. And the plot just twisted in The Rose Bargain. So now I'm very intrigued of how this book is going to end, but not bad. And actually today's the last day of March. Thank you so much for joining me the past 2 days with my staycation. Let me know how you feel about these vlogs. I know it was mostly reading, but I threw in just some other things that I was doing this weekend. Do you like the vlog content, or do you like more strictly just books like wrap-ups and TBR jar stuff? Keep reading. Let me know what you're reading in the comments, and thank you so much for hanging out with me.